Let's log in. I got that mug panky ring on too. That mug panky ring. If you know, you know. If you don't, I'm sorry. Because I ain't going to show you. Alright, let's hide account balances. I mean, I have in mind. We're going to go look at some after hours, which doesn't look too bad for Ford. I'm not going to lie. I want to look. This is what we're going to start with. We'll start with Ford. All right, what else do we got here? So if I pull this up, what's another good after hours? If you know what we're talking about, at least we're gonna talk about Liberace and the speech that happened today, Liberation Day, as it shall forever be known. What's a place that's gonna show me? Let's go to Perplexity. What website would show me after hours stock market information? Trading View. Okay, let's just go to Trading View. Yeah, 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 yeah. Is this after hours? Come on. Perplexity. I want to go grab my water real quick. Okay, doke. So I really just want to hop on here and look at aftermarket information. Where's Finviz? Is that going to show me? Ugh. It's loading. Let's just go to SPY. I could look at futures and get an idea of how things are looking at futures, but it's like Nothing is giving me anything. Let's go to the SPY. After hours, 5:44. Ho. Um. Oh, that's neat. I mean, I'm just kind of playing around in Thinkorswim here, but these are fun things. These are fun things to look at. Here's what I'm looking at. I don't know what the B stands for. A is aftermarket. I think that's gonna be before market, but why would that, you know? I don't know. Uh where's market depth gonna take me? That's not gonna work. Hum. Hum. Hum dum. 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 I just wanna look at this. I just wanna look at this. Oh. Okay, so that's the bid and the ask. It's not after hours and before market. I'm just being a silly goofy goober and getting it wrong. But yeah, it seems that the bid and the ask right now are sitting in the 540s for SPY. That's a $20 drop, and it's what, 4%? Quick math? Calc. 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 So 564 divided by 20, 28.2. Well, that's not really what I was going for there, I guess, but 20 divided by 564.52. 1, 2, 3.54%. 3.54%. So, I mean, after hours trading, yeah, it's, I mean, pretty freaking close to 4%. 4% drop. That's not great if you ask me. And C forward is back down to 10, which 21 cents. You're going to drop another 15 cents on that. Well, it went up today, which is good. 2%. Pretty freaking good. I don't know, man. I think Ford could be kind of priced in right here. Or priced appropriately, I guess. Not to say that it's not gonna fall, because I mean it surely freaking could. But I don't know. I think Ford may have positioned themselves appropriately. Um, and GM, they might have done the same. I don't know. They finished at 1.5%, and Ford finished 2%. They drop $1.47. Oh, what's $1.47? You know, 1.47 divided by 47.98, 3%. So I mean, well, relatively the same. You know, it's not. I don't think it's terrible for these two guys, Ford and GM. You know, I don't think it's bad at all. I think what is going to suck What is really going to suck is the panic that might ensue tomorrow. Because I think here's what I think, and it's probably wrong, and that's fine. But here's what I think: price drop like this, 3.5%. I didn't do the math on Ford. I did the math on GM now that I think about it. But anyways, back to this point really fast. No, hold on. Oh, because we're at 9.98 right now. Hold on. This is a 16, 17 cent drop. So 0.17 divided by 10.15, 1.6. So actually, in comparison in this game, GM is falling further than Ford. So Ford is coming down more smoothly. It's not as not as sharp of a fall. That's hard to place in order, but you get my point. I don't know. I think Ford is the play here over GM. I think Ford over GM in a lot of ways, but I'm a Toyota man, so what do I know? Now TM, they're doing good. They're up 1.6%. They're coming down $4 here. That's probably what going to be another like 3.2%. They're probably going to come down 3.2%, maybe. Um, do math again really quick. 173.25. It's $4.09. 10 cent. That's not right. 6 cents. 2.2. I mean, you can't even really round that up. So it's not bad. Anyways, back to Spy. Here's what I think. Okay. So with things dropping down where they are, 544. And who knows, this is just for me 4 hours coming on after close and more or less 3 hours after this news broke. So a lot of things are bound to happen, of course. But what I think is going to happen is that tomorrow will open up relatively poorly. And I think a lot of people are going to buy hard down for SPY, for the SPY to come lower. And I think what is going to happen is a lot of people that got into these short positions early, today, yesterday, however they set it up. I think a lot of people bet to the downside here. And that's fine because more than likely the SPY needs to come down a little bit. It needs to correct itself. It might be too high up. I don't know. What I do know is that a lot of people are going to be taking profits tomorrow. And with those profits, they're more than likely going to put them right back in. I think that's the thing is people don't take their money and run. They keep playing the game that is the stock market because they don't want to cash out yet because they want more. And I think it's just the greed maybe of it all that is going to near the end of the day, if not the end of the week, by Friday, I think things are going to come back up. I don't know, man. I don't think this is a hard sell-off moment. And if I'm wrong, so be it. Who cares? But I don't think this is a hard sell-off moment. I think the way that the man has done it is been in such a way where it's like TV episodes. I feel like I'm watching TV when I hear about this man. It's like hearing about Severance. But I think he does it in bite-sized pieces. And especially I don't know if anyone else watched it. I'm sure other people watched it. Of course other people watched it. But what I'm trying to say is I don't know if any of you have seen it. And if you haven't, not gonna say he did it elegantly. Um, he did it in a fashion that was his own for sure. But the way that things were displayed and the way that things were said, especially with the percentages, it makes it look like the US is playing Mr. Nice Guy. Like, hey, you know, you're bullying us, but listen, man, you're getting too close. You just need to take a step back. It's like, you know, the fighter that knows he will win because he's experienced talking to a drunk guy at the bar. You know, like, hey man, you're too close. You need to back up. Like, this is my space. Don't cross this line. I feel that's kind of what's happening here. Um, but I did read a pretty interesting point, and I think it may have been on Reddit. But that was that point was we're not seeing the full extent of the percentages that are being placed because the percentages that are being placed have been sort of channeled out in these bite-sized pieces in this sort of TV format. You know, you get a new episode every day, and what I'm specifically talking about, you know, is the 25% tariffs on auto imports. I'm talking about the 20% blanket tariff or 10% blanket tariff, whatever it is, on China itself. I'm talking about the other 10% tariff that's coming from the EU and all of these other relatively in comparison to some of the numbers that I've seen, at least on the chart that he gave out today, are pretty small. You know, 10% to 49%. That pales in comparison. But nonetheless, if you're doing 10% plus 49%, you're sitting at 59%. Or you're doing 10% of 59%. So whatever that number is, you have a 59%, and then if that's $5,000, you're doing 10% of that, and you're getting what, $50, $500 out of it. So it's weird. It's a weird thing. It's a very weird thing. But it kind of weirdly makes sense, man. It kind of makes sense. And the thing is, when you pull up something like Ford, I mean, you look at analyst ratings, Market Edge, Morningstar, whoever Argus is, I don't even know use that. Schwab equity ratings. You know, all of these guys are still rating it pretty highly. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's two sort of yellow flags being raised right there between the CFRA and the LSEG, but they're pretty recent too, which I will. That's a pretty good point. You know, like I kind of like I like the mixture here because it is sort of evenly distributed in the sense that you're looking at middle to long, I guess, if the other side is short or sell, I mean it says buy on there, but it also says long. So, you know, it's middle to long. It Nobody here is saying like, "Hey, don't buy this." I think if price were at 2077 over here, like on this high, yeah, then I think this might be different. And I think it might look different. And I could be totally wrong there, and people could be overzealous or what other adjective might fit there, definitive word, but I think it's at a good point right now, at least for me. It seems like a specifically me, I think it's a good buy, and I don't know, going long shares on Ford, baby, but it is pretty cool to see like if we went to Microsoft, what is this at right now? Or no, here, let's go back. MSFD 382, 371. That came down a bit. 282, 263. Ooh, baby. So I'm gonna tell you right now, this one. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. It's gonna hurt in the morning. I'm not gonna lie. But the thing is, I don't. This is only following this. TSLL to TSLA. It's only following this. This is random. I don't know. I mean whether this is tied to the man or the company, I don't know. Whether this is the man or the company, I don't know. I mean, it says Tesla, but whenever you think of Musk, you think of Tesla. So it's kind of they almost fall hand in hand, and that's it's just the thing. And him being announced that he's taking a step back away from the department here pretty soon, and the stock getting a pop off of it, crazy. Hold on, that's crazy. 5%, you could connect the dots this way, and it might work, but to say that Tesla went up 5% because he is stepping away from the government is weird. I think, but I also think that some of the people that are in the stock market are attached to trading styles that favor this. I don't know, man. I think you take I mean, take Tesla as an example. You love Musk, you hate Musk, you differ either way. Who knows? Who cares? But there are, I believe, some people that are out there that buy in when things for Musk happen. So Musk creates the Doge, Department of Government Efficiency. He creates that, or he starts that. People buy Tesla stock because he's doing that. They don't care what Tesla's doing. They care what Elon is doing, and they buy his stock, quote unquote his. But I think people trade like that, dude. Eh, I could be wrong, but I mean, I think there might be at least one person out there that does that. And whether you hate his decision to do that or not, you come to find out that he is now stepping away for the rumors. I mean, by the rumors, but you come to hear or read that he's stepping away and he is now coming back to Tesla to work on that. Weird. Whatever. But the stock goes up, even though reportings on sales are lower. And I mean, hey, I'm not the best at discerning earnings reports or sales reports, and that's fine. But normally, if sales aren't going good, the stock goes down. Unless they have some really good verbiage on or a plan, just a general scheme on how they are aware that things have gone down and are moving in a different direction. Or, well, yeah, moving in a different direction. And, ideally that would be positive. But take GME, for example. Sorry, I'm texting. He's down if he doesn't have a tournament that weekend. Cool. Oh, it's about that time. It's about that time, boys and girls. Okay, so back to what I'm saying. Take GME for example. They report earnings last week. And look at that. Three of them don't even have ratings. And the other three ratings are just piss poor. I mean, very close to piss poor. Schwab gave it a D. But, but, just because they rate it bad, does that mean it's a bad buy? I mean, the low is $1, which is crazy, and the high is 81, which is funny, but that's relative because I think it's been much, much, much higher than that. But the thing is, what I'm getting at is they reported earnings. And let's find it. Earnings per share is 0.02. It was 0.29. I mean, they beat earnings here. And there was something else I can't remember off the top of my head that just wasn't great with GME. I might have to go back in my notes and pull it, but what they did is they released so many things all at once that they didn't really move the day that earnings came out. They had the expectation was like 8 cents, and they reported 29. Dude, that's a huge gap. It was 275% of a gap. And that's kind of crazy to me. I mean, not gonna lie, that's kind of crazy to me. But they announced a different strategy to start acquiring Bitcoin. They announced that their overall revenue, I think, was down. A lot of things didn't end up being too great for them. And so they had to sort of kind of call it quits on some stuff. And hey, that's fine. Hey, That's fine. But the thing is, the stock didn't do anything. People didn't flock to it. In fact, it stayed relatively stable. If not, it lost a little bit. And it's like, what's up with that? It's, I don't know. I think it defies, I don't want to say it too crazy like that, but I think it defies a little bit of what traditional markets are like. And I think it sort of that efficient market hypothesis, maybe, and I'm just reading about it, so it's somewhat top of mind here, but I think this is where behavioral finance comes into play, and it is following the behavior of individual investors. And that's a paper that I've also heard so many times from a good mentor. But the thing is that individual investors or is that institutional trading wealth? Is that an institutional thing? I don't know. I don't exactly know how to find out either. But it's weird, man. It's weird. I'm not going to play this right now. I will update this later because I want to play a game. And I kind of want to play Siege. I'm not going to lie. It doesn't sound bad. Siege doesn't sound bad. Kind of into it lately. Well, one or two times that I've played lately. But there's a new update coming out for it. And I'll be damned if I don't play a good Siege update. But yeah, man, I don't know. This whole market situation might seem crazy. I just don't think it's as crazy as it seems. Is it about nowadays controlling the masses in the market of individual investors, retail investors, um, the little guys because they're the majority? Or is it about maintaining peace and order between individual investors and institutional trading? It's like, yeah, just questions. But I'm just sitting here, basically talking to myself, so that's fine. But dang it. Freaking dang it. I just want to play Siege, bro. And I don't know. I think things, especially tomorrow, things are going to be super interesting. Um, I'm fully expecting a bit of turbulence. Turbulence. Um, I wouldn't say a full recovery or anything like that, but I think I'm expecting, I'm prepared for anything, but I think I'm expecting there to be a nice divot carved out at the chart in the beginning of the day. And I think that hole is slowly going to be smoothed out, the climb back up. So it's going to be a downhill start, but I think it's going to be all uphill near the end of the day. And I think that's just because people are going to digest this news. Everybody's fucking talking about it, dude. Everybody's talking about it. So I think this is going to be something that people are going to take in and absorb overnight, and then come back around tomorrow, what have you, and they're going to not take it as serious. It's the best way I can describe it. I just don't think people are going to take the hit so hard and sell off, you know. Dang, bro, I don't have any of these. I don't have anything, bro. What the heck? All right. $10% shop discount. Isn't there a marketplace? There's something to do with like a... I don't know. I keep hearing about it. I keep seeing TikToks about it. Ranked standard in Siege Cup. Let's just do quick match. I want to get some shots in. Beautimus. I still have 2 more packs. No, I'm not gonna open them. Preventative mute. I feel like this guy got banned for something.
You found a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
You found a bomb.
I'm not done with you. Secured.
Come on!
Op 4 eliminated.
Nice. Yeah, I wonder what the positioning type of play is for the future moving forward. I don't know. Long term, I think things are going to come back up. How do you play the short term? And how do you play it to capitalize? And I mean, the only thing I can think of is in and out
Be ready to engage
intraday
Op 4.
trading. You know, I don't know if I know another way yet.
ADS deployed and ready to go. Deploying explosive ordnance. Deploying ADS. Device prime. Keep an eye on door.
We don't have them near us. I'm totally not
Down to 10 seconds.
gonna worry about that.
5 seconds.
Well secure!
Visuals for the clearing.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
Quick throw.
Healing station placed. You can stop worrying about grenades now. Repelling.
This will be fun.
That was intense for a second there.
4 remaining.
Woo! Come on. He's weak though. For real, for real. Got him.
Eliminated. Mission successful.
I love that. I come in last round, swag out, drop 2. I'm the best there ever was. Plain and simple. I wake up in the morning and I piss excellence. Oh, cool. I forgot they did this. I used to miss that, bro. Oh, man. The siege addiction shall return once again. Let's knock it out. I will say, in regards to trading again, one of the things that I think I've been really putting an emphasis on is capital management, and it's not necessarily. So what I'm not doing is I'm not focusing on taking the most amount of money from the market as possible. You know, like really getting into a position and trying to squeeze the ever-loving life out of it for a profit. I think sometimes you're going to get squeezed back, to put it simply. And I think instead it is about longevity. And you hear that a lot, but it doesn't really click for me in some ways. And where it does click for me is now the focus that I have. And having that focus of preservation, or not necessarily like preservation, because I don't think I'm running out. I think it's still taking profits and taking profitable positions. What it is,
Well secured!
5 seconds and
it is
counting.
more so about
Op 4
losing as
Get ready
little
to
as
engage.
possible when possible, and understanding that things are going
Jammer.
to take a long time. I'm not gonna stand it. Nah.
Swapping mags!
Nah, I can't get a good peek.
beast.
Setting
Op 4,
nitro.
last stop standing.
Quick throw.
Friendly
I was
victorious.
hoping my
Hostile
Grizz.
eliminated.
Oh, it didn't go off. I thought it was gonna go off. Wow, that was kind of that was a cheap kill, but I know he was so weak. But I mean, shooting through the window, like while mantling, is crazy. It's a cool play. Very cool. I've got a baller with Ella, and I like it. I could be an Ella main, I hope. I would like to customize my loadout, though.
You ready to engage, Op 4?
That'd be freaking sick.
Who's a good boy, Drew? Who's a good boy?
Down to 10 seconds. 5 seconds left. Bomb located by Op 4.
Deploying it.
I don't know if I even really know this map. Oh, there goes one mine.
I was.
I didn't know what to do right there. I can't throw it back. And I saw the other grenade right there. There wasn't another grenade, though. That sucks.
Gotta reload.
One friendly remaining. Mission failed. All friendlies have been neutralized.
Blackbeard went hard right there. Oh, he's got a new shield. I didn't even know that. That's crazy. They made him crazy. Oh, spawn up top. Okay.
Tom, please. I'll be a good boy, Tom. Please, I'll be back in the Discord.
Friendly
Can you
drone
imagine
deployed.
getting kicked out
Op
of a
4 is
Discord?
reinforcing its location.
The homies Discord. Damn. Damn. Okay, so you spawn up there. That's cool.
Seconds. 5 seconds.
So if I over here.
Proceed to bomb's location and defuse it.
Just drop down. Drop down. Okay, so I was over by blue. Someone just got.
I muted. I'm timed out, you fucking tard. I'm timing you out again. No, fuck you.
Breach charge.
I'm getting timed out again. I'm getting timed out again. You're getting timed out for a whole year.
The diffuser is no longer in possession.
Couldn't do it fast
operator
enough.
remaining.
Yeah. I'm sorry you had to watch that though. That's hard to do with knock. I like to
Come on,
follow
throw
a
a drone
breacher.
to it.
I don't really like to breach.
Hey, Drew, guess what? You're banned from the server. You never play again.
Alright, listen to these dudes.
No, shut up.
How do I?
You're banned.
Ban him. Won't let me. Alright. Oh, Hibana, that was tough, brother, sister. Dude, there's a Goyo that's definitely waiting on you right there. But I mean, why push in there? Why not? Oh, well, there you go.
We have been eliminated.
I'm just glad that wasn't me. Okay, so west, east, basement. Basement spawn's kind of cool. Basement spawn is kind of cool. I might try that. The gantry. Oh, it's a little microphone. Oh, dang, I forgot I had that.
Friendly drone deployed. Op 4 is reinforcing its location.
No! Alright, it was like they're what, in red?
10 seconds to insertion.
Yeah. Alright, let's go to the basement.
5 seconds before insertion.
See what the basement does.
Proceed to bomb's location and defuse it.
Cool. Okay. So no matter what, I gotta go upstairs. Alright, well that's annoying. I thought I could do that inside. But...
Getting a better angle.
Oh, alright. Alright, Hibana. Me. Come on, Hibana. Let's call that
The
off.
diffuser is no longer in your possession.
We're gonna breach, brother. Position revealed by the camera.
The diffuser has been secured.
I don't know where the cameras are at on this map. Hibana, you're following me.
You have
Thanks,
dropped
loser.
the diffuser.
Thanks, loser. You got my drone, Hibana. You definitely got it. Come on. Got him.
Engaged.
I don't give a damn about your drone. Whoa, okay, I care about that then. What was that?
See you around.
One friendly operator remaining. Op 4
Come
eliminated all
on,
friendlies.
Hibana. I thought you were watching my back. That was Echo, yeah. Wow, would you look at that? 5 and 3. heavy, Scott. Okay, let's get out of here. I kind of want to do ranked. I'm gonna try a game of ranked to see how it goes. I'll get some placements maybe. Hey, I don't mind it. I gotta win 5 PvP matches. Have I not done that? Oh, I gotta link my phone number. Bro. What? Come on. Oh, dude, I don't know if I'm gonna know it. Maybe that just worked. Nope. Hey, I don't know what it is off the top of my head, though. All right, so I'm just gonna get off of that. I don't care that much then. Back to quick play. Totally fine. Very cool walk. Hey, thanks, dude. It's fun whenever it's games aren't playing. Check this out. Whenever games aren't playing, it will move, so it's not going to work until I close the game out. But yeah, it scrolls like side to side, like these right here. This is a different map, and so it'll pull up a different little map. It's
You've located a bomb.
so much fun.
Make your way to
I'll
its
just sit
location
and stare
defuse
at it. You missed all the stock talk, which is probably good. You're just here for the content, and you know where the real content lies. Hey, you think it's a bad idea if I just go to the gym here pretty soon? Yeah, probably after this match to
Op
get,
4 eliminated all
and just
friendlies.
decide to destroy my legs again. I don't know. I kind of think it's the move right now, just to go as many times as possible. You know, maybe once a day, twice a day if I'm really feeling it. And just do legs, bro. Just pump the legs up, make them a little bit bigger, just a little bit bigger. Day by day, we get better and better till we can't be beat.
Be ready to engage Op 4.
Alright, so B is here. Why is that over there? No pain, no gain. Yeah, basically. Pain is weakness. Pain is leakness, weakening the body.
10 seconds to insertion.
Just in case you didn't know.
5 seconds left. Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile
What a
action.
wonderful sight line right there. I love that. Whoever did that did a good job.
Changing mag.
I'm being very sarcastic.
Ready for company.
Ping him out, ping him out.
You'll like what I got.
Whoa.
Op 4 has placed a diffuser near a bomb. Destroy it. Op 4, last stop standing.
Changing max!
Assist. Stole it. Oh, we gotta find the diffuser now.
Diffuser located. Protect the bombs. Disable the diffuser.
Stole it.
Friendly disabled the diffuser.
Oh, chat, I'm point farming. Point maxing right now. Chicken boy. Chicken boy. Chicken boy Echo. Look at Echo. Chicken boy. 4474. Look at you. Control Delete is such a baller name. I thank myself for giving me that name. Bro, I was talking to this guy the other day while we sit here and wait. I was talking to this guy at Sunday Open, Matt, and he's telling me about stretching. We were talking about flexibility, and he was like, it's really important to be flexible and strong. I was like, yeah, no, that's a really good point, actually. And he somehow brought up that he was competing in ADCC, and so immediately I perked up and I was like, oh, like what wait, like, you know, like how is it going, you know, what are you planning? And
Be ready to eliminate hostiles.
we kept talking, and it made me realize that this being in Oklahoma, there might be the largest concentration of wrestlers in a tournament like this. I'm starting to think that this tournament,
5
you're gonna
seconds to
see
insertion.
some dudes that are wrestlers that might come out
Located by
kill,
Op 4.
bro. I mean, don't get me wrong, if they're not capable, they're not capable. Like, just because they wrestle doesn't mean that they're, you know, automatically gonna win. But I think there might be the largest concentration of wrestlers in a tournament like this, because it's Oklahoma, because it's like one of the top wrestling schools or places, states. I wouldn't say the top, but oh, he got me through it. Oh, he got me through the wall. F you, Ash. That was cool. Yeah, right? Like, there's gonna be some stuff there that you're going to see, that there's gonna be some stuff there that will surprise people, that will be unique for ADCC, but it will be a commonplace thing in a wrestling tournament. Like, I don't know how to say it, you know, perfectly without sounding douchey about it, but yeah, man, I think there's going to be a lot of wrestlers there, or a lot of wrestling, period, there. And it's going to be cool. It's going to be really freaking cool to watch.
bomb diffuser has been successfully
Chicken
deployed.
boy. Yeah. I really should get on the mic and just hype people up. That sucks.
Mission failed. All friendlies were eliminated.
Oof. I totally would buy it. You know? I do forget though if this is just an open or if it's a trials. I think it's just an open. Trials I feel like would be way more like talk. There'd be way more talk about it. West spawn. All right, gang. Gang. Is my other gun? Yeah, no, I want that D50. But all of that to say, once I can, I'm gonna try to like dig in those brackets, bro. I want to look at the brackets. I want to see what these dudes are doing. And the thing is, I don't think it's just going to be in the white belt bracket, bro. I think you're gonna see a lot of wrestling across
Drone
all
deployed. Op 4 is reinforcing its location.
all up until brown. I think once you get into brown belt, people are gonna be like, all right, bro, get that wrestling shit out of here. But all the way up until purple, I think some of those purple belts are gonna try to scrap, dude. They're gonna be down to wrestle.
10 seconds before insertion.
They're gonna be down to
5
wrestle.
seconds to go. You've located a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
There's one. I'll grab one over here.
Clutch roaming.
Bink. Got him.
Reloading.
Bink. Got him. Alright. Yeah, it would be sweet, though, to catch some, like, new wave guys. Maybe not new wave. Well, actually, they're down in Texas. I forget. But B team guys, new wave guys. Yeah, that's true. Especially in the higher divisions. I can't hit it.
Don't follow me.
Device converted. Launching tracking drone.
Reloading.
One Op 4 remaining.
Woo! That was nice.
Resource devoured. Hacking. Hack stalled. Hacking now. Hack successful. Converted device.
Getting a better angle.
Come on, guys. Just plant the diffuser, maybe? Can we get a diffuser plant? Chicken boy! Chicken boy! Plant that bomb. Plant that bomb, chicken boy.
Op 4 eliminated. Friendly mission successful.
Oh, he's down. Still a good nade. Yeah, I mean, for real, there's gonna be a whole lot of cool stuff to watch. 12 and 2, skater dude. Nice, I got a bunch of valor. All right, let's see. All right, let's open a booster pack to finish this off, but I'm going to go to the gym and get in the sauna. The sauna, mate. I'm gonna go get hot and sweaty. That was a piss poor accent, but you got it. Open the next one. Nice. Is this chunk? Yeah, it is chunk. Chunka. 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 Yeah, okay, hold on. Let's check this out. Go ahead. Get on out of there. Now you're gonna work. No, you're not gonna work. Now you're gonna work. No, you're not gonna work. I think they all stop once. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, there it goes. I need to just move all of my applications off of this page and let this be like a intro. That would be kind of tight. But yeah, I want to let this play for a second. I gotta convince myself right here, right now, to get ready for the gym. The gym. Oh my gosh, bro. This Gable Stevenson. We'll talk about it real quick. Gable Stevenson matchup, bro. 285, 24 years old. And he's 6'4". And I watched that man wrestle, and it's like a giant bull. Although, how much jiu-jitsu training he has, don't know. Can't wait to see this shit. All right. I will catch you later.